Okay, here we are. I'm going to show you how I put glitter or pigments into nail polish. Rachel asked me to show this. I hope it's helpful. So first of all, I have my trash can, and I have my can with cotton buds and nail balls. I got these from Target for $1. They were brilliant. I've got another two that hold my tools on my table. I also have a Ziploc bag. This is a sandwich size because I've run out of the snack sizes. Oh, please, my nails aren't done because I haven't done them yet this morning. So you get to see my green nails in all their glory. You need some clear nail polish or some suspension base. I'm using Wet n Wild. I got it from CVS on sale this weekend for, I think, about 70 cents. So that's what I'm going to use. In your packet, you should get a packet of the glitter. This should be enough for everyone, I hope. I have another packet if it isn't, but I hope I won't have to send it out. And I have some mixing bowls that are going to go in, and a mini scoop that Rosa sent me that we'll use to scoop out the glitter. You'll also need a gift card or a credit card or something you can scrape with. If you have a top for a bottle or a mini funnel, it's helpful, but I don't use it. But you can use it to help you get the nail polish in. You'll also need a pair of scissors, and some tape. By the way, if you've seen these in your store or if you have them, they're really, really good for cleanup after stamping because you can put them on your hand. I don't know if you can see. Can we see it? There we go. You put them on your hand like this, and then they dispense a piece of tape. It's the right size for cleaning up stamping like this. Or cleaning your stamper head. It's just really handy to have them pre-cut and ready. So I have one of these. I love it. But if you don't have those, a regular Scotch tape will work. You also probably want to put something down for cleanup. Glitter can get really, really messy. So this paper I have, you can probably hear it. I don't know if you can see it. It's exam room paper for medical use. I buy it in the roll for pattern making when I'm sewing because it's see-through and it's cheap and it's recyclable because it's not coated in any way. So but it's really good for glitter because it's big and I can put a big piece down. But newspaper would work, or I wouldn't use your mat because the glitter sticks to the mat like nobody's business, but put something down to protect your surface so that you have some control over the glitter, because no matter how careful you are, it goes everywhere. Alright, so the first thing I do when I've got everything ready, oh, and you may need some acetone, to clean up your bottle with afterwards. So this, I wanted to show you my acetone pump, which apparently needs a clean. I think this is an old Cutex one. This is my favorite. I also have this kind, which I know is it's very easy to buy. This is my least favorite of the kind because, well, I'll tell you in a minute. And I just bought this one from CVS because it has the same kind of bottle lid as mine, but it's not working quite the same, but I still prefer it to the clear one. So the reason I like this one before we get started is that I like that you can hold the edge to push it down so that your fingers are well away from the acetone so that you don't get acetone on your manicure. I also like that if you're using a cleanup brush, you've basically got a cleanup dish here. And you can scrape this on the side to get the right amount of acetone for cleanup. I also like that the spring is weak enough on this that I can actually use a Q-tip to press it. Oops, I bent it, but you can use a Q-tip to press it. And I can definitely use my brushes to press it. And I like it that the spring's not as strong as the other ones. This one, I have to press it a number of times. It's hard to press it from the side to get it to do it. And it tends to spill when I do that. This one, I don't know if it's because it's new, it tends to squirt. So you don't want to do it unless you have a cleanup ball already on it. So I'm using this for my acetone plus glycerin, because pretty much the only time I use that is on a cotton ball. So this is my main one. It's probably 10 years old at this point, which maybe that's why the spring works well, but that's my cleanup. Okay, let me set this back down again. Alright, so I have my clear coat, whatever you're going to use. Now, if you use regular clear coat, the glitter is going to sink to the bottom. Sorry about my dog. The glitter is going to sink to the bottom, and you're going to have to shake it really well to get it to mix up. Sometimes what I do is I put a little bit of thinner in the nail polish so that it makes it easier to shake up. I like that the Northern Lights holographic glitter top coat by ILM is thin because it goes on really easily and it's easy to shake the glitter. So usually what I do is I will add thinner. If you have suspension top coat, you can use that, but I don't know if you can buy that locally. I haven't ever seen it locally. So what you want to do is, I'm doing it way you can't. You want to take get as much polish off the brush as you can and set it to one side. And then you're going to take the bottle and you're going to empty it in your Ziploc bag. And it doesn't matter if you get every last bit in. Okay, that should do. And I'm turning it like this so that I can try and stop it from getting all down the threads of the neck of the bottle. Okay, and I can put the brush back in. Yeah. Alright, so I have my polish in my bag now. So then I'm going to take my glitter. I'm going to open the bag carefully. Be careful because we don't want to tear the bag because it's got to go around a lot of people. Sorry about my dog. And I'm going to take the mini scoop and I'm testing this out for you guys so we know how much we need to use. I'm going to take one scoop out of the bag. And I'm going to put it in my Ziploc. And I don't want to get it up here by where it seals. You want to get it down in the bag, because if you get it up where it seals, it kind of gets jammed in the threads. So I seal that up, and then I'm going to lay it flat, and I'm going to seal this up because this stuff is magic. It manages to spread itself no matter what. And then I'm going to take my credit card and I'm just going to move, I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to move the glitter around like this with the polish until it's all spread out. I don't want to have any lumps, I just want it evenly dispersed. Like this. Okay, hold it. I don't know if you can see. There's still here. Do you see? There's still a lump of glitter, so I need to spread it more. So I'm just pushing the polish up to there and just sort of spreading it around like this, pushing it around the bag. hold it up, and oh, there's still a spot, so I'm going to keep doing it. I'm sorry about my dog. She wants to be let in, but she's going to have to wait a minute. She's out in the garden. Okay, still a little bit more. You want to check you don't have any big lumps. That's all spread out. I can't see any at this point. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure you don't spread it up by the threads again, because it gets stuck. And then when you open it, it gets messy too. Alright, so I'm going to scrape it, and I'm going to gather it all together in one place like this, because I don't want to waste any. Okay, but so I've gathered it into sort of a lump in the middle. Can you see that? There we go. Alright. And then I'm going to cut. I'm going to make sure there's none by the corner. And I'm going to cut a little bit. You don't want too big a hole, because it makes it harder to control. It's kind of like frosting a cake with kids, you know, if you don't have a frosting bag and you... So this is where it'd be handy to have a bottle lid or funnel if you have one, because you can put it in there and then you can pour it straight in. This came off, I think, a glue dispenser. But if you have a steady hand and a protective surface, you can do this without. Okay, so, oops. Okay, there's not much left now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down and I'm going to scrape the rest of the bag to make sure I get the last of it. And scrape it towards the corner, not all the way to the corner, otherwise it'll just come out the hole, but I've gathered the last of it together so that I can... Now if you're doing this with pigments, or you're mixing colored nail polishes or something, you may end up with more volume than the bottle can hold, so you may have some left in your Ziploc bag, but we only added 1 scoop of glitter, so we're not going to have that problem here. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm going to put that in my trash, because that is done. Okay, so at this point, this is where I add a mixing bowl. You don't want to add a mixing bowl before you put the stuff in the Ziploc bag, otherwise the mixing bowl invariably falls into the Ziploc bag and you have to try and fish it out, which can be kind of messy. So there's a bowl. I'm going to seal that back up. Oh, and what I didn't mention before is when you're finished with the glitter, please put a piece of tape over it. So one thing is, I don't know if you can see, this has quite a lot of air in it, and if that gets squashed when it's being mailed, it's going to pop open. It's going to make an awful mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the bag a little, and I'm going to burp the bag and make sure there's no air in it. You can see I'm rolling it up. Okay, so it's nice and flat now, do you see? And then just to be safe, I'll make sure that's shut, and then I'm going to put a piece of tape over it. So if you could do that before you mail it, it means it's probably less likely that this is going to come open and it's going to be wasted. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to seal the bag of mixing balls. I'm going to wipe the scoop off because it has. And these are ready to put in a card to send to the next person. So here's your polish. I'm going to shake it. I know you're not meant to shake polish, you're meant to twirl it, but you can always let it stand if you're worried about bubbles. And I don't know whether you can see that. It now has lots of multicolour iridescent glitter in it. So I painted one of my nails black to see whether it was going to show up. I'm not sure if it will. Oh, yeah, it shows. You see that? So there is your multicolored top coat. And I love having the glitter top coats because that way you can make anything glitter instead of having to put this glitter in every color. I'm just going to clean up threads with some acetone and a cotton ball because I got a little bit down the side when I was starting. And there you go. And then what I usually do is I usually mark the top with a metallic Sharpie. I put a dab of whatever I made. I use a cotton bud like this, and I put a dab on the top, and then I usually mark the top so that I know that it's no longer just a whatever the bottle says. The nice thing about the Wet n Wild bottles is that this is actually a sticker here. If I had an orange stick with me, I could take it off and show you. But so you can actually take the sticker off and leave a naked bottle so that it doesn't say Wet n Wild Wild Shine. So I like doing that. Anyway, that's it. Okay, bye.